Everybody, I'm Suzanne Gundersen from Screenwritenow. I help screenwriters and industry creatives to naturally de-stress and get focused into their creative rhythm and flow, build tremendous confidence, and deepen their emotional worldview into wisdom and truth. That way they can hook every audience. So today's video is a part of my Industry Wisdom Bit series where I'm bringing to you professionals in television and film to share with you one golden nugget of wisdom or advice that they've come to learn in their career. And today we're joined by Crystal Lynn. Crystal, thank you so much for being here. Please tell us a little bit about yourself.
First of all, thank you for inviting me, Suzanne. I'm so happy to be here. My name is Crystal Lynn, and I am from Brooklyn, New York. BK stand up. I've been writing since the 6th grade, probably even before that. I knew writing was something that I wanted to get into, but I just really didn't know where to start. But somehow writing found me again. I went to college for journalism and I graduated with a bachelor's degree. That's how I kind of got my professional start in writing. I was a sports and entertainment journalist. I covered a lot of red carpets, met a lot of celebrities. I also covered the Brooklyn Nets when they first came to Brooklyn for a few years. But I also struggled in that craft. I struggled because often I would find myself stuck sometimes when asking questions. And that was kind of my anxiety as well, because I also suffer from anxiety. So I went into screenwriting to kind of help me with my anxiety. And it allowed me to transfer my thoughts to paper rather than being on the spot like you, Suzanne, because it's so interesting. You're interviewing me and I was so used to interviewing people. And writing really gave me that gateway. So I've been writing for about 6 years. I started after my mom passed away. And I was also dealing with a lot of personal issues. And I knew I wanted to tell some stories on a television and a film format. So I didn't know much about screenwriting. I got into it just writing, and I pretty much have been self-taught. So I've been writing for about 6 years. Throughout those 6 years, I've written many shorts, a couple of pilots, and short stories. And right now I'm developing a comedy. My second comedy I'm developing, and I'm really having a lot of fun with that.
Fantastic. What an amazing evolution to your career. It's incredible. So you must have had so many wonderful experiences, but could you just narrow it down to just one where you've got some gem of advice to share with our audience?
It's so funny because back in 2015, I believe, I had interviewed Chadwick Boseman at the All-Star game. And I knew I interviewed him, but I didn't really go back and look at that interview until today. My dad actually reposted it on Facebook, so I reposted it as well. And we all know Chadwick was an amazing actor. He changed the game in terms of film, playing Black Panther and all of his other roles. And one of the questions that I asked him was, do you have any insight? How do you do it? And he said that he's just trying to kind of make an impact. And he's trying to do whatever he can to kind of leave a legacy. And that was a few years ago.
Wow.
So to have that interview and have that knowledge and that conversation with him, that kind of like keeps me going. Just having an impact. It could be a very small impact, but as long as I can touch one person through my writing, I am content.
That's wonderful. I mean, what a beautiful story to have had that experience with him, and how timely for it to be, in this day and age where really it's so much about our living our authenticity and being connected with our value like no other time that we've ever lived for. And yet he was way far ahead of that and wanting to make an impact back then. It drives you in your own, every day now. That's fantastic. Well, tell us a little bit more about what you're doing right now.
Right now I'm developing a comedy. It's called Queen Juju, and it's based on a plus-size actress who is, she's an aspiring actress, but by night, to kind of make ends meet and to make money, she is a phone sex operator. And through this, she's able to save, and her number one goal is to make enough money so she can move to Los Angeles. But through this job, this little gig, she meets this African prince on the phone who's actually looking for a wife, and together they fall in love. So the story is truly an amazing dramedy. It's about two people, evolving through love, and how love has no limitations, because he actually doesn't know how she looks, because she's posing as her skinnier best friend. And they fall in love through this conversation, through each other's voices, until he comes to New York and he sees her for the first time.
Wow, what an amazing story. That must be so fun to write also. Oh my goodness,
It's
excellent.
very fun. And two, because I want to really show representation.
Mhm.
I feel as if we don't see a lot of Black women that are not skinny.
Mm.
And this is a story about true representation, and loving at no cost and at no appearance. I really want to show that representation. So that's currently what I'm working on. I finished developing another comedy called In My Head, which I'm sure, Suzanne, you're gonna hopefully get me some more followers.
Oh,
Um,
definitely.
and that is another comedy about a Black woman who's struggling with voices in her head. It's a live action animation comedy,
Mm.
and she's learning how to navigate her voices through this notebook. This notebook comes alive and allows her to think whatever she wants to think in an animated way. So it's very fun and very colorful. It's like a Issa Rae meets a Lizzie McGuire. It's
Oh,
very
fun.
fun as well.
Excellent.
Yes.
Sounds like there's so much more to come from you,
Yes.
and such creative, fun writing. I'm so excited for you, and I hope we get you some more followers definitely from this video. So thank you so much for sharing your wisdom today and being a part of this with us. And everybody who's watching, feel free to pop on over to my website right now and write and download your free ebook, 3 Steps to Get Pitch Right into Alignment and hook your audience with your script. So thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you on the next Wisdom Bits. Thanks so much, Crystal.
Thank you, Suzanne.